A viral video showing female students being physically checked for bras before entering an exam hall has sparked widespread outrage against Olabisi Onabanjo University, OOU in Ogun State, southwest Nigeria. In the footage, female staff are seen touching students' chests as they queue, allegedly to confirm whether they are wearing bras, a policy reportedly tied to the university's dress code enforcement. While the institution has yet to officially comment, backlash from rights activists and the public has intensified, with critics labeling the act sexist, archaic, and akin to sexual assault. A student who spoke anonymously said that although OAU is not a religious school, it enforces a strict moral code. Our clothes are always being checked, she said, describing the incident as humiliating. Haruna Ayagi, a senior official with Human Rights Network, condemned the practice, warning that the university could face legal action. Unwarranted touching is a violation. There are better ways to ensure decency without infringing on students' rights, he said. In response, Muiz Olatunji, president of the Students' Union, acknowledged the backlash, but maintained that the bra checking stemmed from an existing dress code policy aimed at fostering a respectful and distraction-free environment. He admitted, however, that the method of enforcing needs review, and the union is working with the institution on more respectful alternatives. The official university dress code, as published by the union, bans clothing deemed likely to make the same or opposite sex lost after a student. When you get to the gate at UST, you see, these forms of dressing, they are barred in the university environment. But this idea of, physical touching of people's breasts to check if they are wearing bra, what are your thoughts about it?
I'll start with it is bad for especially a male to touch a student's breast because he or she is not wearing bra, and it is very bad. But in the other way around, it is not good for a student to go braless in the school. It can lure other male students into having sexual urge that they might not be able to control.
Now, you have said sexual urge. Is the fault of someone's inability to control themselves the fault of the person not wearing a bra, or the fault of the person with the inability to control their urge?
Okay, okay, all right. Now, this case, I would say it is the fault of the person not wearing the bra.
Okay.
In the sense that it's not everyone that can control. Okay, let me use for the guys.
Okay.
In this category now, it's not all guys that can control themselves.
How is it my problem if you cannot control yourself?
For the fact I can control myself do not mean Mr. A will be able to control
How is
himself.
it my fault that Mr. A cannot control himself?
And that is the reason why the ladies in the university needs to appear decent.
Now, I agree with you with decent, but we are talking about bra, right? And this choice in free will is a decision to say, I want to wear a bra, or I do not want to wear a bra. Now, don't get me wrong. In the back in the day, women will usually put on a singlet of some sort. Bra has been an evolving setup or an evolving trend. There are certain people that they put on this bra and they feel like they cannot breathe. It's a normal thing that happens to women. Right. Now, how is it Joy's problem, for lack of another name? Why is it Priscilla's problem? Why is it a woman's problem? That if a man sees her breast, he's going to have an urge. That should be her main focus for wearing a bra. Okay. Why is a bra being worn to tame someone's irresponsibility?
All right. Now you made mention of those days,
right,
that when there was no bra.
Evolvingly, evolvingly.
Yeah.
People say, do all men wear singlets?
Not all men.
Exactly.
Now, I have a point.
Okay, go on.
Not all men wear singlets. Some men wear polo.
Do all men wear polo or singlets?
Some do not. But you notice that they also wear, for those that do not wear singlets, they also wear shirts or t-shirts.
Okay.
Or if it's a material, a senator material that covers them very well.
Okay.
And make sure that the cleavage is in their body.
Okay.
Is not showing.
All right.
Now the same should be applicable to the ladies.
Okay.
If they feel that the bra makes them not to breathe.
Okay.
And they're unable to, they're uncomfortable anytime they put on the bra, then they should be able to wear singlets. Or they should put on a top that would cover them very well.
Okay.
And we all know that the chest of a man is not same as that of a woman. That of a woman is a breast, which is more advanced.
Okay.
Which is more
his
bigger.
Research.
so in that case, whatever that will show the size of it, you shouldn't put it on.
I want to say, okay, now you have said that men will cover up.
Yeah.
If a lady is wearing a t-shirt, a big t-shirt without a bra, is she covered up? By your standard of covered up.
Now, wearing a big t-shirt should also, it goes in two ways.
We have two ways now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wearing a big t-shirt goes in two ways. You cannot wear a big t-shirt that is transparent and expect.
Oh, what if it's not transparent? I'm talking about a normal thick t-shirt.
Yeah,
what if she's wearing a dress like mine and it's buttoned to the neck? But the only difference is that she's not wearing a bra.
Then it shouldn't for the fact that it has covered her body, it has covered her body. Yes, for the fact that it has covered her body, it has covered her body. If what I think the bone of contention here is what shows when a lady puts on those clothes without bra. Now if you wear a big clothes like mine, and it's as dark as this, that is not transparent, that cannot show anything, whichever position the bra is in the clothes, the breast is inside, doesn't matter. For the fact that the nipples and other things are not showing, so it shouldn't turn a guy on.
Is nipple not a normal thing? Do we buy it from the store? Doesn't it come with the human body?
Yeah, it does, and that is why it is important to cover it up. I think that's the main thing. That's the main thing that turns men on.
I asked you a question. When men don't put on singlet, don't they have nipple in their shirt?
They have, but it doesn't show often.
It doesn't show often.
Yes.
Right. So this, we come with a hand.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I should put on a glove. So because if someone sees my hand, the person will say, okay, your hand is seductive. What I'm trying to get from you in this is, why is it imperative that women must behave in a way that society wants them to behave, in a conformist way? Why is it mandatory? You heard the SUG guy. Why are this tenets of dress code getting to the point when women's breasts will need to be fondled to actually check if there is a bra?
Okay. Now you see, I feel the ladies should walk in line with the rules or the law given to them, in the sense that if they keep dressing that way, don't you think it will increase the rate of rape? Don't you think it will increase the rate of sexual immoralities?
Mr. Ebuka,
yeah,
I just asked you a question. Should the way a person chooses to dress be a prerogative of the dresser, what the viewer thinks of how they are dressed? How do I mean? If I dress and come out, and when you talk about rape, I want to cite so many other things. There's so many things I want to talk about rape just now. Now, in India, the rape cases are high. Have you seen the way Indian women dresses?
Yeah.
In the north, rape cases are high. Have you seen the way they dress? Do you think that rape stems out of the way a woman dresses, or it stems out of the insatiable and uncontrollable appetite of a man.
Okay. Now, I'll answer the first one before going to that of the India case. All right. I feel anyone who dresses, or okay, let me start this way. If no one talks to you about how you act,
okay,
or how you behave, or the things you do, automatically it means that you are a boss on your own. You feel you know it all. You feel everything that you do, you are perfect.
All right.
Now, let me be a bit fast with it. Just like the SUG, I feel it is important most times we should listen to what people say about our dressing.
Okay.
Whatever a person points, the Igbo will always say, what an elder sits and see. A child, even if he climbs an Iroko tree, he will not see it.
All right.
So when someone tells you, this clothes, this is an indecent dressing, you should adapt.
I just asked you a question. In the north, is there indecent dressing? They're usually all wrapped up in hijab, all covered up, you know. They have all the wrappings, hair is not showing, they have the gloves. I mean, do you know how high the rate of rape is in the north?
Okay. Now, I think it's a vice versa.
Well, we vice versa in it.
Okay. I was also say that most men cannot control their sexual appetites, and
that shouldn't be the fault of a woman if they are unable to control it.
Yeah. Sincerely, that shouldn't be the fault of a woman, because most men they lost over anything, any lady that wears skirts.
Right. Thank you.